In a market where prices are inflated, 1 in every 5 buyers in Murfreesboro, Tennessee are leaning towards a 1990 or pre-1990s home. So if you're looking to buy or sell a home that was built before 1990, here's a guide for you. Is that right? Did I say it right? All right, guys, we're here at a flip that is not necessarily under 450, but we're here to meet my buddy Patrick Miller, who's a local investor who's flipped a ton of houses in his time here. And we're gonna talk to him about what it takes to update pre-1990s homes. So come on, let's go meet him. Perfect. What's up, dude?
I think I'll need a microphone or something.
You mean this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Patrick, you flipped a lot of homes. How many homes have you flipped that are around that 450s, maybe even sub 450 and sub 1990s?
Yes, we've done about 220 deals since 2017, and I'd say about 90% of those have been under $450,000.
That's a lot of homes. So is it safe to say that you kind of know what you're talking about?
A little bit.
Yeah, perfect. So we moved inside, we're in the bathroom. So when you're walking into a pre-1990s home, what are some things that you're like, I know for a fact, even before you even step foot in the house, these are things that I'm gonna need to look for before I even move in the house?
So most people just think carpet and paint and you're good when you're coming into a property like this, but I'd say 3 of the most overlooked things in a property under $450,000 is your bathrooms, your electrical, and your siding.
I would have never thought about siding.
Yeah, so most houses that we'll run into in a property like that, we already know what the bathroom's gonna look like. It's gonna be your traditional yellow insert that probably goes up to here. So anyone taller than myself or Derek will not be able to shower it.
It's time to dance, dude. All right.
Traditionally, we come into a property, you have a really old 30 or 40-year-old yellow insert right here. So we'll come in, so we rip it out, we get a fiberglass tub, pick a tile that we want to go up to the ceiling on all 3 walls, update the hardware, and we're going to do that for about $4,000 to $4,500.
When you're wanting to increase value, you're going to increase the value in your kitchens and your bathrooms primarily. And then it goes into other things like flooring and things like that. But ultimately, I agree 100%. And then you're saying about 20% towards bathroom. What about kitchen?
The kitchen is always a toss-up. For me, it's all about what shape are the cabinets in. When you go into an old house, it's 30 years old, 40, 50 years old. If it sounds like I'm a DJ and I'm scratching on a vinyl record, it's never gonna look good even after it's painted. Like, after a few coats, like, it'll do the job, but like, you're not gonna like it. If it makes that sound, like, we know what that sound sounds like. It's never even gonna look good after multiple coats of paint.
Yep.
So we can come in there, we can paint them, we can put all the new hardware, but it's still gonna look cheap and old. If we're not having to rip out the kitchen cabinets, that's the biggest cost. So if we're not having to do that, we can come in and get a nice quartz in a property, and we'll usually match the kitchen quartz with the bathrooms as well. And we're able to do that for about $5,000 or $6,000.
Say the kitchen cabinets are in terrible condition and you're like, oh yeah, these have got to go. So what's demo and just completely renovating the kitchen at that point?
Usually around $10,000 to $12,000. And that's for new kitchen cabinets, maybe an island, and the kitchen portion of the countertop.
Do you find that islands sell better than your classic L shape?
I feel like it's a joke because, yeah, much better. And
kind of.
We always like to have an overhang. I went in and go to
yes.
plug for Granite Empire down by the Nissan Stadium. And I was talking to her about it, and we like to have some sort of overhang where you can put, somewhere between 2 to 4 stools. And basically we can go up to 15-inch overhang without needing extra legs for support. Some people are going kind of 1.5 feet or 2 foot off, but if you go that far, have long legs, you want to go a lot farther, you have to have your legs on the ends for supports.
Love that. I think that's extremely important because where do people congregate the most? Kitchen, especially kitchen island.
The laundry chute, and it was really cool. It goes straight to the laundry room. It was so cool, and I wanted to keep it. The only downside is only the person in this bedroom gets to participate in the fun of dropping your laundry down there. So I was like, okay, whatever, it's still cool. It's like, we're just gonna leave it and everything. I went in the laundry room yesterday after the drywall guy finished, and he covered up the hole. So if you send clothes down there, it's just gonna like accumulate and like be up in the ceiling somewhere. So.
All right, so how would somebody know specifically what to look for when they are looking for a house? Is there any telltale signs specifically just to know, is this something they're gonna have to deal with? Should they deal with it if they're selling their property now? Should they wait? Tell us about that.
So one of those things that we have ran into in a lot of these older houses is LP siding. During the years of 1985 to 1995, there was a recall, a class action lawsuit on LP siding. And so what was happening is when it would get wet after a certain length of time, you could stick your hand through it almost like cardboard. Right here we have some really nice hardy board that just went on the second story of this house, but a lot of these houses we would come up to, we pretty much got well trained on what LP siding was.
Right.
And if it fell during those years, like we would ask for an even steeper discount because it was basically going to cost us an extra $10,000 to replace the siding on that property.
So basically, potentially, if you're looking at anything in that date range, you're really looking at, there's a high probability that that's the type of siding you're gonna see.
100%.
So you know how much it's gonna cost you to rehab a house, but you need somebody to help you implement it. Well, that's where me and my team come in. We are here to help you implement that, help you become a homeowner and get that home of your dreams. It just might have been one that is pre-1990. So if you're looking for a home that's pre-1990 or around that range, go ahead and send my team a message. We would love to connect. $1413 Main Street.
So annoying. She's so nosy. She always like is looking back here to see what we're doing. I'm like, dude.
The lady right here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Especially now that you pointed at her.
Oh, she's here? She's outside?
She's always sitting on her back deck looking at us all the time. Do you press your shirts? My shirt to me?
This one specifically, yeah.
You seem like a guy that presses his shirt.
I press them twice a day. Yeah, hold on. In a home built before 90. Nice. So in doing that, you have seen a lot, and you know what the cost is and what it's going to take to get something like that up to speed. Like that's just driving me nuts, bro. That's all I can't even think about it. Perfect. Well, here's the thing. So what we're trying to figure out is if somebody's trying to buy a home that's sub 1900, I'm literally just like, dude, I can't even think. If you're looking to buy a sell. If you're looking to buy a sell. So you now have an idea of what it's gonna cost to rehab.
Arrivederci. Pancake.
All right.
High school. Chicken and waffles.
So you obviously. The most ridiculous. Why did I do this?